Hello, good-looking people, and welcome to my physics presentation. Today, we're going to be talking about circuits and the Catholic Church, how working parts contribute to the whole, by yours truly, Lisa Archuleta. Now, some background as to why I chose this topic is because, one, I just really love circuits and physics. Am I right, everybody? Oh, okay. And two, because I am minoring in theology, and I really love the church, and specifically the Catholic one. And yeah, I just thought it would be really interesting to talk about the relationship between the circuits and the Catholic Church. So, with that, I shall continue. Ooh, if only the next slide would start. Okay, so first, what are circuits? We're comparing the Catholic Church and circuits, but what are those things? So circuits are, in electronics, a circuit is a closed path that allows electricity to flow from one point to another. And it can include various parts, which I'll talk about later, which can include resistors, capacitors, and transistors. And it has like an off and on switch. And yeah, so that's kind of like the basic overview of what a circuit is. And you can see like there's a little image right here. I don't even know if you can see my little mouse, but there it is. Okay, continuing on now. Okay, so what is the Catholic Church? I kind of cut off a little of the words, but that's okay. So the Catholic Church is this is found off of like the Catholic website, the Catholic website, and it says like the Catholic Church is a global community of believers founded by Jesus Christ over 2,000 years ago. She's made up of many people from diverse cultural backgrounds. So similarly to circuits, they are made up of a lot of different parts, and together those parts come together and work to make what would be the whole. And so let's talk a little bit about those working parts. And so for circuits, some basic parts that you have coming together, you have an open and closed switch, you have a battery, a wire, and a resistor. And in the Catholic Church, you have what are called the four marks of the Church, and so that would be one, holy, Catholic, and apostolic. And so if you Catholics out there, or you well-versed religious people, you'll know that those are something that we say in the creed. And so it's just a fun fact. I don't know why I said that. Okay. So some similarities that I thought were really interesting in how the circuits relate to the Catholic Church, or parts of the circuits relate to parts of the Catholic Church, is an open and closed switch can be related to the one of the Catholic Church, in that the switch starts and kind of connects the circuit, and similarly so too the one faith and the one belief in the sacraments connects the church. And the battery in circuits provides energy to the circuit, while the divinity of Christ, Jesus Christ, provides the holiness of the church. So that's where you get the holy. And in your circuits, you have the wire, and the wire allows this electricity to flow between from one device to another. And similarly, the universality of the church, the Catholic Church, allows for us to be kind of joined, or not kind of, to be joined in the same way all over the world. I could celebrate a mass. A priest could celebrate a mass in California, and it would be the same exact mass with different, little bit differently, in Rome, and it's the same principle, the same Jesus Christ being made flesh. And so that's just like, it's such a beautiful image to think of, yeah. Okay, and then finally is you have your resistor. And just as resistors, their role in a circuit is to reduce current flow. They have a lot of roles, but some of them is that they reduce current flow and that they adjust signal levels. And so similarly, the apostolic mark of the church signifies is the lineage of Jesus Christ starting the church and passing it down from bishop to bishop, essentially like the authority of the church. And you kind of see this as the bishop's role is to kind of control and lead its people, similarly to what a resistor's job would be, to kind of reduce and lead the current flow. So yeah. And so kind of just like an overarching theme of this whole, there are a lot of components that are needed in a circuit to make sure that it works efficiently and well. And like some of the things that I talked about in the last slide, and without them there is no circuit. And so similarly, the Catholic Church needs these 4 marks of the church in order for her to work well and beautifully, and so that's why we were given this like one holy Catholic and apostolic marks to signify what we represent and to signify how we can flourish. And so, yeah, that's it. It's a beautiful picture of the church and a beautiful picture of the circuit board. And these are my references. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Bye.